All right, guys, so welcome to the Fit Family Network team meeting. It is, June 27th, I believe, and it's coming up to the end of the month. And I was also noticing that it's also the end of the first half of the year, which is crazy to me. It seems like we were just talking about New Year's resolutions and getting started on a fitness journey in January, and now all of a sudden 6 months of the year is gone. So we have a guest speaker tonight, so I don't want to take up too much time talking, but I just had a couple of things that I wanted to do. So we have our long overdue drawing for the 3-day refresh for those of you that are in the 21-day fix business edition. And if you're not in that group, we are going to do another round of that group because there has been so much positive feedback from that group, and people have been really loving the simplicity of having the checklist and the accountability of having to actually post a picture of your tracker every day. So if you don't know what group I'm talking about, or if you didn't join earlier this month because you were not ready to be committed, then do not fear. We have a new one. And especially taking into consideration that half the year is gone, it's really a great time to kind of evaluate where you are with your business right now compared to the goals that you set for yourself at the beginning of the year. Are you on track to what you said you wanted to end this year at? And maybe you are, maybe you aren't, but either way, I think that this group, the 21-Day Fix Business Edition, is a great way to hold yourself accountable, to stay on track, and to make sure that you're taking those daily actions to move your business forward. So I've got everyone's name here. Everybody that participated in days 1 through 7 got to have their name put in here for a free 3-day refresh. So let's see. The winner is Sue Erickson. Yay, Sue. Okay. What else was I going to say? I think it was just that, and that half the year is gone. I think that was my 2 main points. So for those of you that are still going for your Success Club points, we still have a few days left this month. 21-Day Fix is on sale. So I have a lot of people that are obviously interested in Country Heat, and one thing that I've been telling them so that they're not waiting until Country Heat comes out all the way next month, one thing I've been saying is that it uses the same nutrition plan. You're still going to be using the containers, you're still going to have all. So I've been telling them to why not go ahead and get started with 21-Day Fix now, and that way you can get acquainted with the containers and using them and learning how to use that. Even if you don't do 21-Day Fix, just get it so that you can start using Shakeology and start learning the meal plan, so that way when you start Country Heat next month, we'll already kind of know the lingo, because we all know that there's a special lingo for using containers. So that's just one little tip I wanted to throw out there for you guys. So anyways, I think that was all I wanted to share with you guys. But we have a guest speaker tonight, and I'm so excited for her to be a part of our call. This is going to be her first time sharing with us on the Fit Family call. So we have Nichole Kelly, and some of us have met her in person. She's been to Summit and to Winter Summit, so a lot of you have already met her, but she is an Emerald coach with the Fit Diva Empire. She's an opera singer and a student at the University of Missouri in Kansas City. She's had multiple successes with the creation of her free challenge groups, and she is ready to take her business to the next level now that school is out. So, Nichole, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and make you the host.
Okay, so I am so excited to share with you guys what has been working for me and what I've been learning on this journey, which it definitely has been a journey. So I'm excited for it to continue to be. So I will just share my screen with you guys so you can see the slides that I've made. Okay, slideshow. All right, so tonight I will be talking about consistency and personal development, which I know we probably all heard a million times, but it's honestly like the main things in this business and in life, in my opinion. So I will be sharing what I've learned so far. I have been coaching for about a year. I began as a discount coach because I just wanted the program and I wanted to get in shape and everything. And then eventually I discovered that I wanted to share what I've been doing with other people and helping them begin their own fitness journeys, and to help other people become successful. And as Jen said, I am a full-time student at UMKC, and I'm so glad it's summer so I can really focus on Beachbody more than I did during the semester. And so I looked up the definition for consistency, and I really liked it because it said that it's the state or condition of always happening or behaving in the same way. And, that doesn't mean like doing the same thing every day, but I think it falls in line with the 4 vital behaviors, because you want to be doing, your workouts every day and posting and inviting every single day. So why do we want to be consistent? Being consistent can make or break your business. If you're consistently absent, your business isn't going to grow, and you're not going to reach as many people. But if you do a little bit every day, then your business will grow and great things will happen. So you can have as much passion, can have the most amazing content and things to share with people, but if you aren't consistent with it, and if you're not sharing about it every single day, then you're not going to create momentum in your business, and you won't find the success that you want in your life. And something that I've learned recently is that the more you practice it, the easier it is to do. So if you're putting a little bit in every single day, it becomes so much easier. So that goes with health and fitness. Like if you skip a workout for 4 days in a row, it's going to be much harder to get yourself back into the swing of things on Monday when you want to start again. And I also like to think of it kind of like brushing your teeth, where you have a dentist appointment. You can't go a month without brushing your teeth and just brush your teeth all day the day before you go to the dentist. You have to do it every single day or you're going to get a cavity and it's not going to be good. So the things that I've learned about consistency that have really helped me is to take your feelings out of it. This was a very big thing for me because I would have days where I was just like, oh, I'm tired, I'm depressed, I ate junk yesterday and I don't feel like doing anything for my business. I don't feel like working out. I don't feel like reaching out to people and sharing my journey because I'm not following it because I've been eating junk. So no matter what is happening, you have to learn how to take your feelings out of it and to just do it. You can't just let life get in the way. So that goes into planning it into your schedule, because if you don't have a plan, you're just going to put it off until the end of the day and think, oh my gosh, it's 10 o'clock at night, I should be going to bed. And you haven't done anything. You haven't invited people or you haven't posted all day. And again, with consistency, you can't just post 3 times a day at 9:30 at night and have 3 posts right in a row. It's all about being consistent and scheduling it out. So some things that have helped me to stay consistent are to get on team calls, because they're really motivating and people have awesome advice. And just connecting with the team has helped me to feel more motivated to continue. Listening to the National Wake Up Call is something else that I have found motivates me, because it also gives great advice, and it's always really inspiring to listen to the recognition that they give at the beginning of the call. a power hour. That is something I struggled with in the beginning because I got overwhelmed with 1 hour of just sitting down to do stuff for my business. So I would break it up into like little 10-minute segments or 15 minutes here and there. And that's okay. Like if you're getting it done, that's fine. Just find whatever works for you. Personal development has been a huge thing because it motivates you and it gets you into the right mindset for sitting down and working on your business and the rest of your life. And also, if you struggle with consistency, just commit to a program because it tells you the exact amount of time it's going to be, and it just helps you to be doing something every single day. And that brings me to personal development. And the definition that I found was that it's a lifelong process through which you develop your skills and qualities, consider your aims in life, and set goals in order to realize and maximize your potential, which I loved because that's really what personal development is all about. And why do we want to do personal development? Because nothing works without it. Guys, like it doesn't work if you don't use personal development. If you're not listening or reading something every day that boosts you up and lifts your spirits and makes your life 10 million times better, nothing is going to work. You're not going to feel motivated to keep going. You're not going to feel like reaching out to people because you're going to be self-absorbed and stuck in a rut or thinking that you're not good enough to have $1 million business or any of the million things that personal development can help you with. It is literally the lifeblood of your business and in turn your life, because personal development not only helps you with your business, but it sets in motion the positivity, the right mindset, and the motivation to continue working on yourself and improving your life. Some personal development that I recommend and that always helps me is the Nichole Show and her podcasts. The Nichole Show and the Build Your Tribe podcasts have always helped me a lot, and I can like listen to her nonstop because she's just so fun and funny. Also, Brendan Burchard, he has a podcast called The Charged Life, and they're about 10 minutes long, really inspiring. You can listen to it on like the way to work or whatever. I always listen to it when I walk to class. The book You Are a Badass really helped me. I think I might have to read these two like every other month because they're just so good. And The Gifts of Imperfection by Brené Brown was really, really life-changing in a way. And that's all I have. And I guess if anyone has any questions or anything, or I'll send it over to Jenny.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Nichole. I am really proud of you for going outside your comfort zone today and doing this call. And I remember my first call was really scary for me. And so you just handled that with grace and yes, breathing now. Awesome. And some really great points on there about consistency. And I think one of the things that our team, Fit Diva Empire, has struggled with a lot this year is that consistency. And I think that comes with all the traveling of the opera singers and the students that come with this team. But one of the things that really stands out to me about Nichole is that she never gave up. And maybe we had some struggles with the consistency, but she's found this groove now. Even being full-time in school and working a job, she knows her why. And she always goes back to the why and sees the value in what this business is going to do for her in the future. And I think it's so incredible that you've come so far. When I met Nichole, like, it was hard to get 2 words out of her. She's here on the call. Everybody, woo woo! Everybody's gonna do it? Okay. I'm really excited. So I think that one of the best points that you have on there is like the comments you had about ways to get into your consistency and to develop that. And I think, again, getting on the team call, being engaged in this environment and with with your community of people is so important, because that's what we thrive off of here, and that's what spirals our energy. So thank you so much. Does anybody else have any comments or anything that they want to add on to Nichole's chat?
Hey guys, I just wanted to add to that what Jenny was saying is, because when I met Nichole at Summit last year, she was like super shy and quiet, and it was like pulling I don't know, teeth. Trying to get information out of her, asking her like her why and her story, and watching her grow on the team with Jenny, and watching Jenny lead her, and has just been so wonderful to see her. And when she told me that she was getting on the call tonight to talk, I was just like Jenny. I was like, woo, 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 like, because it's like you're striving, and it's so wonderful to see the team growing, and to see that personal development, really does really does help and work. And consistency is such a topic that we touch on all the time, but it's because we all have our moments where we do fall off sometimes, and we have to get back on, and that's what being consistent is all about. And I think you did an excellent job. I'm super proud of you, girl. This is just the beginning, and you've come such a long way, and it's really, really awesome. So congratulations to you, and congratulations to Jenny, and I'm so excited to be on the call.
Does anybody else want to talk about maybe moments that they have struggled with consistency, and things that you've done to help get you through that, or maybe something you're struggling with now that maybe Nichole can touch on to help kind of break you out of that?
Well, I know one thing is that, I always thought I was really consistent, but I never tracked it. Because I hit SC5 All-Star last month and all that stuff. So obviously I'm consistent in something, but I never really tracked it. And I think being put in the 21 Days Business Edition, and plus another group that I'm doing that's making me track everything, it's really made a difference. Like instead of being aimless, like sometimes like, oh yeah, I invited 3 people today. No, you didn't. That kind of thing. I actually have, well, this is for my other group. I'm not done yet, but I have written proof that I'm inviting people, and now I have a point. Okay, this time of the month, I'm going to be inviting to this, and this time of the month, I'm going to be inviting to this, and I think that's really helped me. What do you think, Nichole? Has that group helped you a lot as well with the tracking?
I actually have not joined that group yet, because right when it started, I left the country for a couple of weeks, but I'm back now, and that's my next mission, is to join that group. But yes, tracking definitely, it brings to light like where you're spending your time, because I know like I would like say that I invited 3 people, and like really I was just messaging 3 people and not talking to them about like the business opportunity or any of my groups that were going on. So that's definitely a helpful thing to do.
Awesome. Anybody else have comments or things that they're struggling with, or want to talk about how they overcame with consistency? Phyllis, sorry. I was gonna just call on Phyllis real quick, because
Go ahead,
because Phyllis and I just met in New York for breakfast, and she works a full-time job, very busy full-time job, and has 2 kids and has some other struggles that she's working on with all that. So what are your steps to remain consistent, knowing that this is like a goal?
Well, fortunately for me, I love to work out. So staying consistent with workouts is not a problem. So it's easy for me to post about that, but I don't want to post about only working out. So I'm consistent with that. I'm consistent with, my Shakeology. And I think also, like Sarah, that being part of this 21-day business edition has absolutely helped me stay consistent with friending people, because that's totally out of my comfort zone. To friend someone that I don't know, even if you see them in a group and you're having a conversation, it's just like, oh my God, they're going to think I'm a weirdo. But you know what? They don't. And if they do, then they don't accept it, right? I mean, what's the worst that's going to happen? I'm learning. But it's keeping me, having this sheet has really, like Sarah said, I'll be like, yeah, no, I talked to 3 people today. Maybe I didn't, or I invited them to my group. No, I kind of just said, hey, how are you, checking in. I didn't say, hey, I'm doing this challenge group. Would you like to be in it? So that's really helped me. And I was telling Jen this the other day. Also, her PD challenge has kept me accountable to the personal development, because for me, that's the one thing that gets backburnered first. If I'm crazy busy, I will just, all right, you know what, I'll read that later. And later never comes, even if it's only 10 minutes, So now I take my book with me. I commute on the railroad, and then maybe instead of talking to a friend or something, I'll just get in 15, 20 minutes. I usually find on the way home, my head's a little clearer. So I will, I'll make sure that I read my personal development, and all of those things, like between that and, like I said, the checklist really has helped me.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing, Phyllis. I know I called on you.
That's okay.
This is what happens when Jen gives me the call to take over. I just call on people.
I love it. That's fine.
Awesome. I know Tracy and Arlene just joined, and we kind of came in at the tail end here. Nichole just gave a wonderful speech, I guess, about consistency and personal development and her journey through that. How are you guys, or anybody else that's on the call, feeling about your daily habits with your business? Are you feeling like you're being consistent, that you're struggling with those things, and how can we help you to get on track?
Well, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So I thought that, I'm sorry that I missed Nichole. I really wanted to hear her, but I just got home, so I wasn't able to. She is so motivating, and it's wonderful to see everything that she posts and says. My biggest struggle right now are my groups that I create. I'm having trouble with people committing to anything, and I feel like I'm not judging them. I know that some things are easier for me just because when I make up my mind and I'm dedicated to something, I do it. And I want to continue to be encouraging. And even there's another group that I got through another friend of mine for life coaching, and it's really also helping me check in with my own attitude, my own approach to things, to make sure that I'm coming from a good place and not out of a place of frustration, which I find is really helpful. But at the same time, if people are resistant, there's nothing you can really do about that. That's what I'm struggling with, because all of the challenge groups that I've tried to do have, I feel like they are failing. So I don't know. Maybe I probably need to branch out more than I have been, and I know I need to work on connecting to more people. So
yeah, and I think for me, my pattern that I find when my groups are quote unquote failing is that I look at the amount of people, it's pure numbers for me. So I'm going to sign up probably one person for every 20, maybe 25 people I'm talking to. And maybe 1 out of every 10 people that I sign up are actually going to follow through with the full program. But so I have to look at that in my numbers and say, okay, so if I need to sign up 5 people this month, or if that's my goal is to get 5 people on a fitness program and Shakeology and 1 person in as a business builder, how many people do I need to talk to do that? And that's part of that consistency. And so I'm staying with some people that are also in a network marketing business, and they always taught me that I don't really focus on how many people I'm talking to, but how many people do I get to look at a tool? How many people do I get to look at a video? of my product, or maybe a business opportunity video. And so I goal myself to get 2 people a day to agree to look at a tool, and I set up a meeting to talk to them next. And Tracy, when we get on our call tomorrow, we can go into more into depth about that, as we're straying off of consistency here. But I think what Jen Greenberg does really well is she runs those groups into the ground. Like, even if they failed, and I've watched her groups like highly succeed, like 200 or 300 people in the groups, and I've watched her have groups that just go wah wah. So it's not just you, it's the 9-star diamond coach, as well, that has those moments. It's not just those of us that are just starting or in the middle of our journey. So she finishes them, and she looks at them and finds a new way. So what we're doing is not working. So how do we engage people? Where else do we look? Are we making the ask to the wrong people? Where can we find the people that really are motivated to do that? What are we doing in the groups to help engage them? And I think that comes earlier with what Sarah said with tracking too. Like, what have I done?
Mm-hmm.
How can I look at, okay, what's this group doing, and what have I done to get here? And that can really go back to your tracking and like, well, look what I did all this past month, and this is why this group is here and succeeding or failing, in retrospect, if that makes sense. Awesome. And we'll talk more about that tomorrow. Anybody else? I see Carissa and Jessica and somebody that's labeled as a number. And Victoria. Any other thoughts? Awesome. Well, thank you guys for getting on the call. And again, to Nichole for getting outside of her comfort zone. And, Nichole said to me, what do I need to do to be a diamond coach? And I said, then you need to run your business like a diamond. And I said, what do diamond coaches do? I said, they get on team calls and they lead them, and they lead. And so she reached out that day to Jen and said, I want to do a team call. And here she is. So I think that all of you, anybody in here have a diamond goal or get back to diamond goal? Rank? Raise your hand. Yeah. Okay. So I would encourage you to just, like, it's really uplifting and empowering to get on a call and lead it. And, even if you're somebody that doesn't like public speaking, I really don't like public speaking. If you're somebody that terrifies, like, just pick a very simple subject and just get on and talk. You can write it all out, but you have to have the mindset and treating your business like a diamond already. So don't say, oh, okay, well, once I hit diamond, I'll start doing those calls. Act like it already, and lead those calls. And even if you're brand new, and just starting, ask your upline coach if you can get on one of their calls. Reach out to Jen, and be that leader, because that's what this is all about, is leading a team. So again, that was a really long-winded version of saying super proud of you for getting on the call and leading it. And I'm appreciating and loving seeing you grow into an amazing leader for your own team. So thanks, everybody.
Thank
Have
you.
a great night.
Bye.
Bye.